Welcome back again to Driving at Home, where you come to learn about cars and all things automotive related, including electric vehicles. Check out our earlier videos about electric vehicles and why they're causing a problem for the climate change. In our earlier video, they got a lot of comments from people that were having a hard time understanding the situation. Today we're going to be talking about small modular nuclear reactors, specifically in Tennessee. I've got an article here from, I'm not sure which news site this is from, but it says TVA unveils major new nuclear program. First SMR at Clinch River site. SMR being small modular reactor. You've seen our prior videos where we've talked about that and how that is one of the key elements that we need to implement for base load power generating capacity to take over from coal and other fossil fuels, so that when we drive a electric vehicle, it is truly a zero carbon footprint, because right now it's just offsetting your carbon to somebody else's backyard. 80%, 60%, 10%, regardless of how much fossil fuel is used to generate that electricity, it still is creating a carbon footprint, even with an all electric plug-in vehicle. If you have a problem with that, just leave it in the notes and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But first we're going to talk about this Tennessee Valley Authority, which will invest in a major program that will explore the construction of multiple advanced nuclear reactors, starting with a GE Hitachi boiling water reactor, BWRX 300 small modular reactor at its Clinch River site in Tennessee. TVA board members, during a meeting on February 10th, unanimously approved TVA's new nuclear program. Quote, a broad new initiative that the utility describes as a disciplined, systematic roadmap for TVA's exploration of advanced nuclear technology, both in terms of various reactor designs being proposed and potential locations where such facilities may be needed in the region to support future energy needs. Future energy needs, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about what to do about electric vehicles, because you can't support them if you don't have the energy to put to them, or the infrastructure to get the power from the generating station or the battery installation or what have you to the vehicle, whether that be in a city or out in the countryside. The initiative notably makes TVA, which is a self-funded federal corporate agency and the largest public power utility in the U.S., one of the first utilities in the nation to publicly commit to exploring the development of an advanced reactor fleet. According to TVA CEO Jeff Lyash, the new program will pursue phased activities that will kick off with design and licensing of a potential BWRX 300 SMR at Clinch River, a 935-acre site in Roane County for which TVA holds the nation's only early site permit from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, what we all lovingly call the NRC. However, quote, it's important to note that it's not a commitment to build, Lyash underscored on Thursday. We don't have the information to make that commitment yet. We're going to take this disciplined, phased approach, and in the next phase of the program, funded by $200 million, will deliver a plant design, an NRC license application and a robust project plan. So this is the beginning stages of an SMR nuclear reactor site. We said that for now, TVA expects that phase to last about 2 to 3 years. Quote, importantly, in this next phase, the completion of design, licensing, estimating, scheduling, and risk assessment work will support the informed decision of the next stage as to whether to proceed into construction-related activities, he said. Our goal here is to be clear, is to have a reliable, affordable, flexible, and clean advanced reactor option deployed and operational in the 2032 time frame at Clinch River. Under the program, TVA intends to build more than one reactor, Liash noted. Quote, it's to demonstrate that the technology can be deployed at an acceptable cost and on a reliable schedule across our system at a scale that materially and positively supports our ability to meet the challenges of having low carbon energy for the 2030s and beyond. Beginning with the first project, clear-eyed about what it will take to make that happen, he said. It goes on, we'll continue to dive into this in a future video too, so stay tuned for that here. But until then, think about it. In order to have electric vehicles to drive, that we all love and adore these electric vehicles, and to drive them knowing that they are zero carbon or net zero or whatever you want to call it, we're going to need to have some sort of power generating ability to provide the base load power that's needed, in addition to what? Other renewables, hydroelectric, solar, wind, and others. So, I know you probably have an opinion. Share it below. We can continue this discussion in the comments. And if you're afraid of nuclear, tell us why. If you don't think that these small modular reactors are a technology that we should pursue for improving our infrastructure in the United States or in the rest of the world, tell us why. We covered in a prior video also what they are doing in Canada for a small modular reactor, so you should check that out here. And until then, go ahead and subscribe. Check us out later for the next video. See you then.